Hi everybody, welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host Khalil for another toy of the day here on our YouTube channel. So happy that you can join us. Make sure to go to CastorsCorner.com for a full gallery of these toys. Yeah, they're toys today. We've been doing collectibles, so kind of gotta go back and forth between that. You can follow us. We are at Castors Corner on all social media. And of course, you can check out the Cornercast podcast this week with our friend Benjamin David from Above and Batman Beyond. As well as the DC Collecticast. Been a guest on there a few times and happy to have him on our podcast this week. So these have been in the works for a few weeks. They've been sitting here, and the biggest problem was I needed some reference material. I had to pull out some other pieces, and they were kind of buried. So it took me a little longer. But we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends 2-pack, which wasn't supposed to be out till the fall, from the new Black Widow movie. And I'm trying to think, I gotta look it up. I think Black Widow was supposed to come out last May, and it got pushed back. And I think it was like March that we got it was March last year that we got a hold of the Black Widow wave. April, March. And rushed right out. It was one of the first times I left the house during the pandemic that wasn't like supplies. I got a call from my friend Sean, who was at a local Target, and he said all the Black Widow figures, including the deluxes, are here. And I said, are you getting any? Because I don't want to go out if it's not a full case. And, I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I put on a mask and I panic drove down there. There was no traffic. It was the middle of the day. And it was one of the most uncomfortable moments of my life because I was putting myself and my family at risk to go get toys. But at that time, I had just, I think we were just getting the site ready to launch. And, everything was kind of, did we launch last year? Everything was just kind of in the panic, and it was just weird. And I got the whole wave, got the deluxe Black Widow, got everything, got home, but it didn't feel great. It really didn't. Subsequent things kind of loosened up and we got used to what the norm was, but it wasn't a comfortable moment. And to be honest with you, the Red Guardian figure from a year ago was not that good. It was actually, I'm going to pull it out right now. It was very, very Stark toy-like. Like very, very bright colors, bright white. He was very, very clean shaven. And I know it's because, they got pre-production photos of David Harbour. I'm sure he looked all nice like this. This is what he looks like on talk shows. But that is not the Red Guardian from the film. And I don't think it was until they saw later trailers that they realized they got it wrong. And if anything the Marvel Legends team does is correct mistakes. So when we do get these movie things and they are not correct, from not having a helmeted head to having a very clean shaven, good looking Red Guardian, Whittier, and sure enough, they give us one that's a little more grizzled, a little bit darker in tone, got the web gear or the parachute gear, a little bit more like off-white instead of like the bright gray hair. Same body, no differences. Nope, I take that back. I did not notice that until now. So the ab crunch is slightly different. They corrected that. Sorry, I'm just trying to find those things. The belt is painted differently. Looks like the same arms. So really they just got they corrected the midsection. So you can see here it's like a cross with like a circle in the middle. And you can see here he's got the stripes in the middle. So there's a difference there. Same thing with the shield. A very, very bright silver shield for the first one. Much darker tone for the second one. So they really fixed it. And the other thing is, we see him wearing a mask in all the trailers, although we haven't seen the film yet. And they gave him a masked head right there. He can wear his shield on his back. And I think they nailed it. I think it looks great. He's got some ungloved hands so that he can hold his other accessory, which is a little mini Red Guardian action figure. I think this is one of the first times one of my action figures gets an action figure. So it's kind of cool. But he's got the ungloved hands. He's got it for both of them. It's a great addition to the Marvel Legends line and the Black Widow line. Is it Melina? I want to make sure I get it right. Melina is the other one, is the other figure in the 2-pack. And they nailed her likeness. Like, they really got it really good. Trying to get you better. There. Yeah, sort of. She comes with the fighting sticks that Black Widow has. They can go right into her backpack on the back. She's got 2 holsters for her sidearms right there and there. So she is stacked. She's got 3 sets of hands. So she's got a more open hand. She's got 2 trigger finger hands that have the sideways up and down, so she can do this. I will say the handles on her pistols are short compared to her hands. So when you do this motion with them, it does pop them out of her hand. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. And the trigger finger is not separated enough to give it enough clearance. So it might be just her hand's not big enough to grip it. But I don't know if you can see that. But it doesn't fit right. So the minute that you try to do any kind of movement, it starts to pop out of her hand and kind of move sideways. So it takes a little bit of posing to get her in the right spot. But what is nice about this is, she also comes with a grappling hook, which I'm not sure what's going to be used for yet, but we'll watch the movie. So in addition to all these things, we do see her at a certain point in the film, not in this costume. What's nice about it is, you can pop her head off, because she does wear a costume similar to Nat. It's Natasha. And if you really want to, or you have an extra Natasha somewhere, the head does look good on this black costume body. I know it's probably not 100% accurate to her. This is definitely designed for Natasha. I know it's more of a black costume, but you have the option to do this if you have an extra one. So I think that's pretty good. I think that she does look great with her. I think from the trailers, they're considered her daughters. So you get, I'm trying to see if these are the same. They look like they're using the same body for her and Natasha. So this is the Deluxe Black Widow along with Melina. And then you get Elena. And you've got the 3 ladies. To go up against, where is he? He is in here somewhere. He, she, it. I don't know what the pronouns are for this yet, but this is Taskmaster. They haven't said if this is one of them, or if it's a guy or a woman or what. So, kind of interested to see how this goes. But as far as the Black Widow movie goes, as it stands right now, we've got all the characters in various looks from the film. The new, where is he? The new Red Guardian is so much more film accurate or commercial accurate, especially, and Melina too. And I think it just rounds out everything what we want. And so you can count on the Legends team going back and fixing mistakes based on early production designs. Now, I personally don't need them to go back and do quantum suits. I'm good. I got them. They're the wrong color. I get it. We saw the color correction. But I appreciate when they do stuff like this where it's just, abundantly clear that this this figure is not what we see in the movie. And so they got it right. It took a year, but they got it right. So happy to have it. Looking forward to seeing the film in a few weeks, months, weeks. Weeks at this point, probably. And looking forward to just resuming the MCU. Loki's coming up soon. I'll probably have watched it by the time this video comes out. Yes, I record ahead of time sometimes. But I don't edit. So mistakes I make, they just stay in here. Which is why when I drop stuff, you see it. So here's Red Guardian. And where is she? She's in here somewhere. All the costumes look alike. Melina, 2-pack. Available at your favorite retailer. I'm sure Mike's Comics and stuff, Mike's Toys and stuff will be getting it soon. But there are other options too. You can check that out. So thank you guys for watching. Go to castorscorner.com for a full gallery of these guys. You can also follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on all social media. And you can check out the Cornercast podcast this week with our friend Benjamin David from Above and Batman Beyond. Sorry, I do that because he does like the way he talks about it. And the DC Collecticast. So happy to have him join us. And so, as I always say, hit the subscribe button down below somewhere. The more of you that subscribe and join us, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you. And we've got some really cool things that we can't wait to share coming up on future Toy of the Days. So with that, I will say thank you guys for watching. I've been Khalil here on castorscorner.com for another Toy of the Day. Have a good night, everybody.